Burnout is more than just feeling tired. It's a deep, chronic state of emotional, physical, and mental exhaustion, often triggered by prolonged stress, especially from work, caregiving, or relentless obligations. When burnout hits, it can feel like your body and brain are operating on fumes. While rest, boundaries, and therapy play crucial roles in recovery, food can be a powerful tool in your healing journey. Your body requires the right nutrients to rebuild energy, balance hormones, repair neural pathways, and stabilize mood. When you're burned out, your body is likely dealing with inflammation, cortisol imbalance, and oxidative stress. That's where nutrition steps in. Like this video and subscribe to the channel to learn more useful information about nutrition and not miss new videos. The first priority in nutrition for burnout recovery is to stabilize blood sugar. Energy crashes, irritability, and brain fog often worsen when your meals are unbalanced or too high in sugar and refined carbs. The goal is to eat meals rich in fiber, protein, and healthy fats. Start with breakfast. Skip the sugary cereals or pastries. Instead, go for oatmeal with chia seeds and berries, or scrambled eggs with sautéed greens and avocado. These options provide slow-releasing energy and keep blood sugar levels even throughout the morning. Lunch should continue the pattern. Think of a quinoa bowl with grilled salmon, spinach, pumpkin seeds, and a tahini dressing. This offers a perfect mix of B vitamins, omega-3s, magnesium, and protein, all of which support the nervous system. B vitamins, particularly B6, B9, folate, and B12, are crucial in energy metabolism and neurotransmitter production. A deficiency can make burnout symptoms worse. Leafy greens, legumes, eggs, and fortified cereals are all strong sources. Snacks matter too. Avoid processed snacks loaded with sugar and salt. Instead, choose trail mix with nuts and dried fruit, hummus with carrots, or Greek yogurt with flaxseed. These options offer satiety and nutritional support without spiking your cortisol or insulin. Hydration also deserves attention. Burned-out individuals often forget to drink enough water, and mild dehydration alone can impair mood and cognitive performance. But hydration isn't just about water. It includes electrolytes like sodium, potassium, and magnesium. Coconut water, herbal teas, or water with a pinch of sea salt and lemon can help rehydrate more effectively. Cortisol, the stress hormone, plays a central role in burnout. Chronic stress causes sustained high levels, which can impair sleep, promote fat gain, and weaken immune function. To bring cortisol down naturally, focus on anti-inflammatory and adaptogenic foods. These include turmeric, berries, fatty fish, and adaptogenic herbs like ashwagandha and rhodiola. Omega-3 fatty acids in particular, found in salmon, sardines, walnuts, and flax seeds, help regulate cortisol, improve mood, and reduce brain inflammation. This makes them a cornerstone of burnout recovery. Another key nutrient is magnesium. Often called nature's tranquilizer, magnesium is involved in over 300 biochemical processes in the body, including those that regulate sleep, energy, and mood. Burnout can deplete magnesium stores, which worsens anxiety and fatigue. Replenish magnesium with foods like almonds, spinach, black beans, dark chocolate, and whole grains. If you're feeling wired but tired, magnesium glycinate supplements can also help under supervision. Sleep quality is usually compromised during burnout. Nutrition can support better rest. Foods rich in tryptophan, a precursor to serotonin and melatonin, can help the body transition to sleep more smoothly. Turkey, eggs, oats, and bananas are all good examples. Pairing carbs with protein in the evening, like brown rice with chicken or sweet potato with cottage cheese, can further support melatonin production and ease you into sleep. For many people, caffeine is a double-edged sword. It might help you power through tired mornings, but over time it disrupts cortisol rhythms and depletes your adrenal reserves. During burnout recovery, consider cutting back, especially in the afternoon, and replacing coffee with green tea or matcha, which offer gentler energy with L-theanine, an amino acid that promotes calm focus. Alcohol is another item to limit. While it might feel like a way to wind down, it interferes with sleep cycles, liver detoxification, and brain chemistry. In a period of recovery, swap it for kombucha, herbal tonics, or even sparkling water with citrus. Your gut is also a major player in mental health. About 90% of serotonin is produced in the gut, and imbalanced gut flora can directly impact mood and stress resilience. Probiotic-rich foods like kefir, sauerkraut, kimchi, and yogurt can support a healthy gut-brain axis. Also, include prebiotics like garlic, onions, bananas, and oats to feed the beneficial bacteria. The takeaway is this: burnout is not a character flaw or weakness. It's a signal that your system needs deep restoration. And food is one of the most accessible, consistent, and powerful tools you can use to begin healing from the inside out. Nourishing your body sends a message of safety and support to your nervous system, reminding it that it's okay to rest, rebuild, and recover. Recovery from burnout isn't linear, and your nutritional needs may evolve throughout the healing process. In the early stages, your priority might be simply to feel like eating it all, especially if you're struggling with appetite suppression from chronic stress. Start with small, frequent meals if needed. Smoothies can be lifesavers here. Blend Greek yogurt, berries, spinach, nut butter, and flaxseed into a nutrient-dense meal that's easy on digestion. This gives you protein, fiber, healthy fats, antioxidants, and adaptogens in one cup. Try to avoid skipping meals, as this only exacerbates energy crashes and mood instability. Establishing consistent eating patterns helps regulate blood sugar, which in turn stabilizes energy and emotional resilience. It also sends signals to your body that things are predictable and safe, a crucial message when your nervous system is stuck in fight or flight mode. Beyond daily meals, it's helpful to zoom in on certain nutrient groups that are directly tied to mental health recovery. Amino acids, the building blocks of protein, are essential for neurotransmitter production. For example, tryptophan is converted into serotonin and tyrosine into dopamine. Protein-rich foods like chicken, turkey, tofu, eggs, legumes, and dairy ensure your body has the raw materials to create the brain chemicals that regulate your emotions and motivation. Iron is another critical nutrient, especially if you're feeling unusually fatigued. Iron supports oxygen transport throughout the body and is necessary for mitochondrial energy production. Burnout can sometimes mask or coexist with iron deficiency, especially in menstruating individuals or those following plant-based diets. Include iron-rich foods such as red meat, lentils, pumpkin seeds, and spinach, and pair them with vitamin C sources like citrus or bell peppers to enhance absorption. Zinc also plays a role in regulating stress response and supporting immune function, which is often compromised during burnout. Zinc-rich foods include oysters, beef, chickpeas, cashews, and mushrooms. Even mild zinc deficiency can contribute to mood swings and cognitive fog. Don't forget selenium, another trace mineral essential for thyroid function and antioxidant protection. Brazil nuts are an excellent source. Even 1 to 2 per day can provide your daily requirement. Supporting your thyroid is vital, as chronic stress can disrupt hormonal balance, leading to symptoms like sluggishness, low mood, and weight gain. Adaptogens like ashwagandha and holy basil can help modulate cortisol and support adrenal recovery. These can be taken as teas, tinctures, or capsules, but always consult a healthcare professional before starting new herbs, especially if you're on medication. Beyond nutrients, your eating environment plays a huge role. Burnout often causes people to eat while working, scrolling, or distracted. Slowing down and practicing mindful eating can enhance digestion, regulate appetite, and foster a greater sense of connection with your body. Sit down at a table. Chew slowly. Take a few breaths before you eat. Appreciate the food in front of you, not just as fuel, but as medicine. It's also worth noting that stress and burnout often lead people to turn to comfort foods. While there's nothing wrong with emotional eating in moderation, be mindful of foods that offer temporary pleasure but long-term inflammation, refined sugars, deep-fried snacks, and ultra-processed items. Instead, redefine comfort through warm, grounding, nourishing meals, lentil soup, baked salmon with roasted vegetables, whole-grain pasta with olive oil and greens. You don't need to go full superfood guru to recover. You just need real, whole foods consistently. One underestimated part of burnout recovery is your relationship with food itself. Many people dealing with stress develop disordered eating patterns, restrictive dieting, binge eating, or guilt after meals. These patterns worsen the physiological stress load and delay healing. Aim to release food guilt and focus on nourishment. Ask yourself, does this meal support my energy, my calm, and my clarity? If yes, it's the right choice. Supplements can play a supportive role, but they should never replace real food. If you're deficient in B12, D, magnesium, or iron, targeted supplementation may help under a doctor's guidance. But pills aren't a substitute for fiber, enzymes, and the complex nutritional synergy found in whole foods. Some burnout sufferers also develop cravings for sugar or caffeine as a quick fix for depleted energy. Rather than relying on sugar spikes, try natural energy boosters like dates with almond butter, apple slices with cinnamon and walnuts, or a matcha latte made with oat milk and a touch of honey. Finally, remember that recovery through food is not just physical, it's deeply emotional. Preparing meals, choosing ingredients, sitting down to eat, all of this is a way to reconnect with your needs and your well-being. It's a form of self-respect and self-repair. Burnout can make you feel disconnected from your body, like it's running on autopilot. Food is the bridge back. It grounds you, nourishes you, and gives you daily opportunities to say, "I'm worth taking care of." As you move further into burnout recovery, your focus can shift from immediate stabilization to long-term rebuilding. This means supporting hormonal balance, mental clarity, emotional resilience, and sustained energy. Each of these functions relies on specific nutritional pathways that can be strengthened through intentional food choices. One key area of focus is hormonal health. Chronic stress disrupts the delicate balance between cortisol, insulin, thyroid hormones, and sex hormones like estrogen and testosterone. Eating in a way that supports hormonal harmony can help reduce symptoms like mood swings, fatigue, poor sleep, and weight fluctuations. Prioritize fats, specifically healthy fats like those found in avocados, olive oil, fatty fish, chia seeds, and nuts. These fats are essential for hormone production and for maintaining cell membrane integrity, which influences how well your cells receive and respond to hormonal signals. Low-fat diets, often recommended for general health, can sometimes backfire in burnout recovery by further depleting essential hormone-building blocks. Don't fear whole eggs, full-fat yogurt, or nut butters. They can be your allies during this phase. In tandem with fats, fiber-rich carbohydrates are vital. Complex carbs from vegetables, legumes, oats, brown rice, and sweet potatoes not only provide sustained energy but also play a role in estrogen clearance and gut health. Women in particular often experience burnout-related disruptions in their menstrual cycles or symptoms resembling perimenopause, and dietary fiber helps regulate excess hormones through improved digestion and elimination. Speaking of digestion, your gut is not just where nutrients are absorbed, it's where the immune system resides and where much of your mood regulation begins. A stressed-out gut can lead to leaky gut syndrome, microbiome imbalance, and nutrient malabsorption. Fermented foods like miso, kefir, kimchi, and kombucha can help repopulate beneficial gut bacteria, while prebiotic fibers from garlic, leeks, and oats act as fuel for those microbes. Bone broth can be especially soothing for the gut lining and contains collagen, glycine, and glutamine, amino acids that help heal intestinal permeability, reduce inflammation, and support tissue repair. Another target during burnout recovery is the brain. Mental fog, forgetfulness, and low motivation are all classic symptoms. To support cognitive performance, emphasize foods rich in choline, like eggs and liver, which support acetylcholine production, a neurotransmitter involved in memory and focus. Dark leafy greens like kale and Swiss chard provide folate, which contributes to methylation processes critical for mood and cognitive function. Walnuts, blueberries, and turmeric stand out for their neuroprotective qualities. Walnuts contain alpha-linolenic acid, ALA, a plant-based omega-3 that supports brain structure. Blueberries are packed with antioxidants that cross the blood-brain barrier and improve neural signaling. Turmeric, thanks to its active compound curcumin, reduces neuroinflammation and may enhance serotonin and dopamine activity. It's worth combining turmeric with black pepper, which increases curcumin absorption by up to 2,000%. Emotional resilience is another muscle that needs rebuilding during recovery. Certain nutrients can help regulate the production and reuptake of mood-regulating neurotransmitters like serotonin, dopamine, and GABA. Bananas, for example, offer B6 and tryptophan for serotonin. Lentils provide folate, iron, and protein for balanced neurotransmitter support. Pumpkin seeds contain zinc, magnesium, and tryptophan, all of which calm the nervous system. Energy production is also crucial. Your mitochondria, the power plants of your cells, require nutrients like B vitamins, CoQ10, iron, and magnesium to operate efficiently. Without these, you'll continue to feel sluggish no matter how much you sleep. Organ meats, while not everyone's favorite, are powerhouses of mitochondrial support. If you're open to it, incorporating a small portion of liver once a week can dramatically improve nutrient intake. If not, focus on seafood, eggs, legumes, and dark greens. Also, avoid ultra-processed foods that create an inflammatory environment and place an additional burden on your detoxification systems. These foods often contain seed oils, trans fats, artificial additives, and sugar, all of which contribute to energy slumps, irritability, and systemic stress. Instead, stick to whole, single-ingredient foods as often as possible. Cooking at home becomes a form of medicine during recovery. It allows you to control what's in your food, establish a calming routine, and reconnect with nourishment as a pleasurable ritual, not a chore. You can even batch cook simple meals on weekends to reduce decision fatigue during the week. Think baked sweet potatoes, pre-chopped veggies, hard-boiled eggs, quinoa, and roasted chicken, all stored and ready to assemble in bowls or wraps. Hydration also continues to play a pivotal role. Beyond plain water, mineral-rich beverages can enhance recovery. Try adding a pinch of Himalayan salt to your water or drinking teas like nettle, chamomile, or rooibos. These are naturally calming, contain trace minerals, and support detoxification. Burnout doesn't just sap energy, it often erodes the ability to find joy in food, rest, and daily life. Slowly, meal by meal, snack by snack, you can start restoring your body's trust. Each bite of nutrient-dense food sends a message: you're safe, you're cared for, you're healing. Food isn't just fuel, it's feedback. As you progress into the final stages of burnout recovery, nutrition should begin to feel less like a survival tool and more like a form of empowerment. This is the phase where food shifts from being purely restorative to becoming a foundation for long-term vitality, mental clarity, and emotional strength. In this stage, the goal is to sustain the progress you've made and reinforce the habits that helped you heal. Start by maintaining a rhythm of eating that keeps your energy steady throughout the day. Balanced meals every 3 to 4 hours continue to be key. Even as your energy returns, resist the temptation to skip meals in the name of productivity. Undereating or irregular eating patterns can re-trigger stress responses and sabotage your recovery. Instead, keep building meals that include a protein source, healthy fat, fiber, and colorful produce. A breakfast of chia pudding with almond butter and blueberries, a lunch of lentil stew with avocado toast, and a dinner of grilled mackerel with quinoa and roasted root vegetables provide a range of nutrients that support hormonal, neurological, and cellular health. At this stage, you can also explore functional foods, nutrient-dense ingredients that go beyond basic nutrition to offer added health benefits. Maca root, for example, can support adrenal function and improve energy and mood. Reishi mushrooms have calming, adaptogenic effects that help with stress resilience. Spirulina and chlorella are algae superfoods rich in chlorophyll, iron, and protein, aiding in detox and energy renewal. Adding a teaspoon to smoothies a few times a week can help support mitochondrial function. Additionally, consider focusing on seasonal, local, and organic foods when possible. Foods harvested at their peak tend to be higher in nutrients and antioxidants. Eating with the seasons also reconnects you with natural cycles, something that burnout often disrupts. Feeling attuned to nature's rhythms can support psychological grounding and foster a sense of peace. Another area to nourish during this phase is your creativity and motivation, which are often suppressed during burnout. Certain foods can help optimize neurotransmitters associated with drive and pleasure, like dopamine. Tyrosine-rich foods such as chicken, almonds, eggs, and soy boost dopamine synthesis, especially when paired with vitamin B6 and iron. If your burnout was work-related, you may find that cognitive function and mental endurance are now your priority. Nutrients that support brain plasticity, such as DHA from fatty fish, vitamin D, and antioxidants like lutein and zeaxanthin, should remain regular features in your diet. These help protect against cognitive decline, sharpen memory, and improve problem-solving. Maintaining gut health is still vital. Continue feeding your microbiome with a mix of prebiotics and probiotics to ensure serotonin production remains steady. Constipation, bloating, or inconsistent digestion are signs the gut still needs attention. Keep rotating fiber sources to prevent stagnation. Experiment with barley, black beans, artichokes, or figs. Also consider how food can support movement and physical strength. As your energy increases, exercise likely becomes more appealing. Fueling workouts with adequate carbs and protein helps repair muscle, reduce inflammation, and prevent crashes. A banana with almond butter before a walk, or a smoothie with spinach, protein powder, and berries post-workout keeps your body supported without strain. During this stage, it's important to reflect on the emotional connection with food. Food rituals, like weekend cooking, shared meals with friends, or quiet breakfast without distractions can become anchors for emotional resilience. These small, intentional acts teach your nervous system to associate nourishment with calm and pleasure rather than stress or obligation. It's also valuable to revisit and reassess your relationship with stimulants. If you return to caffeine or alcohol, be honest with yourself about how they're affecting your recovery. Some people can reintroduce moderate coffee without issue, while others find even small doses reignite anxiety or disrupt sleep. Listen to your body's signals without judgment. Building nutritional resilience means knowing how to nourish yourself not just during recovery, but during life's next inevitable stress wave. Life will throw curveballs again, but your food can be your armor. Keep nutrient-dense snacks available during busy weeks. Batch cook during low-stress windows so your future self has a lifeline. Have go-to recovery meals for days when you're overwhelmed. Maybe it's a hearty vegetable soup, eggs and toast, or a green smoothie. You don't need perfection. You need consistency and compassion. Most importantly, remember that burnout recovery through food is not a short-term plan. It's a lifelong partnership with your body. The way you eat becomes part of the way you respect your limits, your rhythms, and your worth. Every intentional meal is a message. I am no longer surviving. I am thriving. Nutrition won't solve every problem, but when used wisely, it lays the biochemical groundwork for emotional balance, physical stamina, and a resilient spirit. Your plate can be your power. Your fork can be your compass. And your kitchen, your quiet sanctuary for renewal.